Web hosting is a lot like real estate. When you're starting out, you rent an apartment. That's what we call shared hosting. Cheap, simple, but you're sharing the place with neighbors, hence the term shared. If your neighbors throw a party, you hear it. If they use all the hot water, you feel it. As your website grows, you'll likely move up to a VPS hosting. With a VPS, you're in a townhouse. More space, more privacy. Your own front door. Still share a few utilities, but it's a big step up. Dedicated hosting? That's owning your own bungalow. Every room, every floor, every key is yours. Wait a minute. What does that actually mean? Well, that's what we are going to talk about today. I'm Jerry Lowe, founder of HostScore.net. In this video, we will discuss what is dedicated hosting, when do you actually need it, and what are some common questions people have before buying one. First thing first, what exactly happens when you move into your own bungalow? In hosting terms, that bungalow is a physical server sitting in a data center, and it belongs entirely to you. No roommates, no sharing, just your website and the full machine working only for you. The server's CPU, RAM, and storage, all yours. So, who really needs a whole bungalow? If your site traffic is heavy and steady, if every second of speed affects sales or signups, if your site handles sensitive data, or if you just want full control, custom software, custom firewall, custom everything, then you might want to consider a dedicated hosting. Now, here's the part that connects it back to the real world. You don't usually go out, buy a bungalow, and maintain it all by yourself. Most people rent from a reliable property manager. That's exactly how dedicated hosting works. You choose a provider, pay for your own server, and they keep it running in their data center. Let's look deeper and make it real with a provider example. Atlantic.net. The company has been around since 1994, so they've seen the internet evolve from dial-up days to today's cloud era. They're known for reliability and for serving industries where mistakes are not an option, like healthcare and finance. Their dedicated servers can be set up to meet strict compliance and security standards. Think of it this way. If the bungalow analogy is about having your own space, Atlantic.net is the builder that not only gives you the keys, but can also furnish the place and install the security system if you need it. You choose whether to manage everything yourself or let their team handle the day-to-day maintenance while you focus on running your business. Now, if you're moving on to a dedicated server for the first time, you probably have a few doubts. That's normal. Common question number one, isn't dedicated hosting expensive? Just like a bungalow is more expensive than a small apartment, a dedicated hosting usually costs 3 times or more than VPS. But you'll get more from a dedicated hosting: reliable performance, higher security, and the peace of mind that your resources are not shared. If your site is already making money or supports a business-critical function, those costs often pay for themselves. Second question I hear a lot. Isn't dedicated hosting often an overkill? If you've got a blog or a simple brochure site, a VPS or even a shared hosting is sufficient. But if uptime and performance tie directly to revenue or reputation, dedicated hosting stops being overkill and starts being insurance. It's like buying a vault for your valuables. You don't need one for everyday clothes. But for jewelry or important documents, it's a no-brainer. And then the third big one. Isn't it complicated? Well, here's how it usually works. Most dedicated hosting providers give you 2 options. 1, unmanaged, or 2, managed. With unmanaged, you're the one in charge. You configure the operating system, set up security, and maintain the server. Total control, but also total responsibility. With managed, you still get the whole bungalow, but the provider supplies the crew. They handle patching, monitoring, and backups, so you don't have to worry about fixing the plumbing yourself. So, is it complicated? I'd say only if you want it to be. Managed plans let you enjoy the benefits of dedicated hosting without all the heavy lifting. And of course, there's one more question that always comes up. What about cloud hosting? Cloud hosting is like renting flexible space in a skyscraper. Need more room for a sale or a launch? You can open another floor in minutes. Quiet week? Close it back down. You pay for what you use. In hosting terms, that means you can expand your server capacity during peak traffic, say a Black Friday sale, and then scale down to save costs when traffic slows. Cloud hosting is flexible, pay as you go, and it's usually built with redundancy. So even if one machine fails, your site stays online. Dedicated hosting, on the other hand, is your own bungalow on its own plot of land. It's tuned exactly how you want it. Performance is consistent and predictable because you're not sharing. And if your site is busy around the clock, that fixed monthly cost often ends up being more economical than cloud's metered billing. So here's the rule of thumb. Choose cloud if you need instant scaling and global reach. It's great for startups experimenting with growth or apps with unpredictable traffic. Choose dedicated if you want stable performance, deep customization, and predictable costs. It's better for businesses that run at high capacity all the time and can't risk their site being at the mercy of shifting resources. Okay, let's recap what we have just learned. Shared hosting is an apartment. VPS is one step up, like a townhouse. Dedicated is your bungalow. The higher you go, the more money you spend, and the more responsibility you take on. But in return, you also get more power, more privacy, and more peace of mind. And with providers like Atlantic.net, you can choose to run everything yourself, or hand the keys to their crew and let them manage the day-to-day. If website downtime costs you money, if security matters, if speed converts, or if you need to run custom software, it might be time to move into your own dedicated server. And that's where we can help. At HostScore, we test and compare hosting providers, so you don't have to waste time guessing. If you're serious about dedicated hosting, start with our best dedicated hosting guide. It's linked right below this video. Thanks for watching. I'm Jerry Lowe, and if this breakdown helped, hit subscribe. We will keep explaining hosting in plain English, without the jargon.